Hello everybody and welcome back to Sometime This Week. My name is Molly Cseuz.
And I'm Tallon Smith. Today on the show, we chat to a PhD candidate all about his research into making workplaces emotionally safer. We hear a music performance from Mandile, and we get the latest news in sport from Angelina, Raula and Dan O'Brien.
Stay tuned!
On the 31st of August, protests arose in most major cities in Australia in an attempt to convince the government to restrict mass immigration. In a shocking turn of events, members of the National Socialist Party attended the protests and were even given the chance to speak publicly. Following the protests, prominent Nazi Thomas Cseuz led an attack on Camp Sovereignty, a sacred site where Indigenous people are buried in Melbourne. Cseuz, as well as a number of his confidants, have been arrested, pending an investigation into these acts. Speculations arose in the United States of America surrounding the supposed death of President Donald Trump. The internet was abuzz, with discussions surrounding his alleged decline in health and the surprising lack of public appearances from the otherwise loud-spoken president. A public speech from Trump this morning has been seen the rumours put to rest. Australia's Minister for the Pacific and Defence Industry, Patrick Conroy, has issued a grim warning about rising tensions in the Indo-Pacific. Conroy says the contest with China is now on par with the Cold War, which at its peak risked nuclear Armageddon. He says Australia is stepping up both its soft power influence in the Pacific and its defence preparedness in the face of a looming regional conflict. In cricket, Pat Cummins is in no certainty to lead Australia in the first Ashes test as he battles a back injury. The fast bowler has been ruled out of the white ball one-day series against India after scans reveal lumbar bone stress. Cummins now faces a race against time to be fit for Australia's Ashes opener against England in Perth on November 21st. Meanwhile, after playing 65 matches, picking up 79 wickets and with a career best of 4 for 20, fellow Stark-quick Mitchell Starc draws curtains on his T20 career, saying the move is designed to preserve his Test career. In AFL news, Adelaide Crows star Isaac Rankin has broken his silence after returning from an overseas trip in the wake of his suspension for the use of a homophobic slur. Rankin addressed the controversy for the first time yesterday, apologizing for his comments and promising to rebuild the trust in him from his fans and teammates. In NRL news, the Brisbane Broncos have made a blockbuster call ahead of their final home-away clash. Star centre Kemit Shibasaki has been stood down for breaching team standards. His absence comes as the Broncos prepare for a showdown with the Melbourne Storm, who are set to welcome back reigning Dally M medal winner Jerome Hughes from injury. As we head into Wednesday afternoon, expect partly cloudy skies with daytime highs of about 20 to 21 degrees Celsius. Cloud breakup in the mid-afternoon may bring a few patches of sun, but by early evening temperatures will drop into the mid-teens, with overcast conditions settling in. For everyone heading out this evening, a light jacket or a jumper will keep you comfortable as temperatures dip to around 15 degrees Celsius. We'll now hear from Dan O'Brien, who has the latest in local sport.
Thanks, Angelina. The Shellharbour Sharks have taken out the Group 7 Rugby League Minor Premiership with a 48-4 win over Jamboree on Saturday. The Sharks' victory narrowly saw them finish on top ahead of Kiama, who scored a 44-6 win of their own over the Stingrays. Other results across the final round saw Albion Park defeat Berry 46-12 and Gerringong thrash Nowra Bomaderry 46-6. Finals kick off this weekend with Kiama set to face Albion Park in the qualifying final, while Stingrays will battle Gerringong in the elimination final, with Shellharbour having a bye. Meanwhile, in the Illawarra League, West are the first team into the grand final after a 32-0 win over Collegians. Over to AFL now. The Fig Tree Kangaroos are the first team to secure their spot in the AFL South Coast Grand Final, defeating second place Northern Districts 87-27 in Saturday's qualifying final. In the elimination final on the same day, the Shellharbour Suns defeated the Wollongong Lions 44-23. The Suns will now take on Northern Districts in Saturday's preliminary final at North Dalton Park, with the winner taking on their spot for the grand final against Fig Tree the following week.
We're here today with Udaya Ratnayake from the Faculty of Business and Law.
Gathering data from 1,041 employees from manufacturing sector, my research revealed that employee perception of psychosocial safety climate significantly vary across different generations. Employees who are in Generation C reported poor psychosocial safety climate. 64% of them reported poor perception of psychosocial safety climate, whereas Generation X only 22% under poor category. Why Generation C is matter of concern? They are digital native who expect empathy, transparency, and balance. Without these facts, they believe less psychological safe, affecting negative well-being. According to the job demand resource theory, employee well-being just not only depend on supportive environment, sometimes it's on personal resources like emotional intelligence. My research further revealed that when employee perceive psychosocial safety climate, their emotional intelligence further improves. For every single step improving perceived safety, they are nearly half again improve their emotional intelligence. Results are very clear. With these two powerful factors, employee performance significantly improves. Therefore, organizations must prioritize improving psychosocial safety climate and employee emotional strength. Employee performance is just not about training and development or making deadlines. It's about creating human-centered workplace within their companies. According to the job demand resource theory, employee well-being just not only depend on supportive climate. Sometimes it's on personal resources like emotional intelligence. My research revealed that when employee perceives psychosocial safety climate, their emotional intelligence further improves. When employee perceives safety in every single step, thus nearly half again improves their emotional intelligence. Therefore, with these two powerful psychological factors, their employee performance significantly improves. My research revealed that at least 32% improve job performance with these two factors. Therefore, organizations must prioritize improving and strengthening psychosocial safety climate and emotional intelligence. Employee performance isn't just about training and development or making deadlines. It's about creating human-centered workplace. Because safe minds improve strong performance.
Udaya, can you tell us a little bit about your journey and how you got to where you are today?
Thank you for inviting me for this forum today. I originally from Sri Lanka. Currently, I am a final year PhD student at the Faculty of Business and Law. I already submitted my thesis and waiting for the result.
So exciting.
So exciting. Before I started PhD, I worked in the industry for over 12 years. Usually, many of PhD students coming from the academia, whereas some of others coming from the industry. So I came from the industry after working in the industry for over 12 years.
Wow, okay, that's a while.
Yeah, and when you were starting out, what do you wish you knew about building a career in HR that university students could benefit from today?
I believe that there are a couple of ways, particularly if someone expecting to continue with the HR career, so that person should have a specific skills. So HR is managing people. Sometimes it could be the hardest job, right? When you go to a workplace, you can meet different kind of people, right? Their mindset could be different, their behavior should be different, their talents, their skills could be different. So as a HR person, you should have a responsibility to drive people towards organizational goals. So managing all the different level employees.
Wow, yeah, it's a big job.
Big job.
So from your perspective, what qualities or skills really make graduates shine in the industry?
So when you look at the current setup in the industry, so industry is expecting employees, the new employees who can think beyond and differently, right? They, especially the current in the digital world, right? When employee is going to starting a job, so that person should have understand like cope up with the new challenges and learn new things and immediately orient with the organizational environment, working with the team, building a team culture, showing leadership abilities, right?
Yeah.
So those are the key things when starting a job. Currently, the business firms are expecting.
Yeah, and obviously being an expert in workplace culture, have you ever done any external consultancy work for a company, and how did you assist them if you did any of that work?
I engage with a lot of business firms and the external parties many times, especially so way back in my workplaces previously. I did some, I work as a corporate trainer. Then I engage with a lot of business firms and the research centers to carry out some research. Especially when I work in the industry, I realize a lot of challenges, like what are the company face challenges on the HR perspectives, but within the company they can't do research and development. Then I engage with external parties to share what are the problems having within the industry, so and find the solution, right? Then I engage with them and I gathered some data from different employees, different employers. We talk with the different leaders, different companies to understand like what is happening in the other companies, what is happening in the my company, right? To bring the making the benchmark levels.
Awesome. And your PhD focuses on emotional health and psychosocial safety in the workplace. Like you said in your thesis that 1 in 6 people suffer from mental health issues in the workplace, which is a huge number.
Yeah.
So why should students entering the workforce care about these issues? And are there any like signs that they can look out for?
Yeah, it's a good question. So according to the World Health Organization, WHO, and the International Labour Organization, that means WHO and ILO, they reveal that today in the around the world 1 in 6 employees struggle with mental health challenges, and it costs to lose in 12 billion work days. It's a huge number, and losing $1 trillion to the global economy annually. So it's a very concerned thing because if someone suffering with the mental health challenges, their productivity, their performance, their good behavior is not come up. It's significantly affecting to realize organizational goals, because every organization they have different set of goals and objectives. But without employee proper support, so organization can't realize those goals. So especially how mental stress is occurred, like according to there's a particular theory called job demand resource theory. I followed that theory. So according to that theory, it says like when having imbalance between job demands and job resources, on that point job stress is occurred. For especially the current trend is younger generations are facing a lot of mental challenges than the other generation. For my research, so it revealed that like 64% of Generation C, that's mean the current younger generations, their understanding about psychosocial safety climate is different. So what's that mean? Like organizations are putting different effort, maximum effort, money, time to set up a psychosocial safety climate. That means like how organizations creating policies, procedures and practices to look after employee mental well-beings. That's about psychosocial safety climate. But employee perception is different, right? On that point, they are not getting the maximum out from the creating psychosocial safety climate. For an especially like when look at the younger generation, they are expectation is something different. So that's what like when Generation X is only 22% only poor perception, but the Generation C is 64%. Especially when look at the younger generation, they are digital native. They expect balance, transparency, empathy. They want to engage with some works. They want to share ideas with the team. They want to improve their leadership, they want to improve their creative, innovative things. But when they're not getting chances within their workplaces, they believe that they want to quit from the organization. If they don't have opportunity to quit and get another opportunity, their mental stress is going up. So therefore, organizations have to understand what current generation need from the job. So when someone going to a job, they are expecting not only money. Money is needed, right? Salary is needed and the benefit is needed. But the younger generation expecting beyond the money and the other benefits.
Yeah, and obviously with young people heading into the workforce now, if you had to give them one piece of advice to students heading into work, what would it be?
Especially current employees, one thing is they need to improve the emotional skills, especially particularly emotional intelligence, right? So that means like they need to cultivate some personal resource like emotional intelligence. Especially when you go to a workplace, sometimes they feel stress because sometimes they are changing the workplace policies, procedures. For an example, if you go to a manufacturing sector, they regularly change because the new technology is coming. Then when someone go to a workplace, that employee should have to cope up the challenges to and accept the new challenges, then immediately understand what are the change, what is the requirement of the organization, right? If the employee is not able to understand what the organization is expecting from the employee, it's a problem. Then his strength is getting mental health challenges. Therefore, especially the new people when join with the industry, join with the companies, they need to go with the particular skills. They should be able to work with the digital, right? They need to understand what is the correct job. Otherwise, like if they go with the wrong job, and that employee, the skills and the talents could be different, but the company is expecting different. Therefore, when applying for a job, you need to identify the good fit job.
Awesome. Well, you've given us some really solid advice today. I feel work ready now. So thank you for coming onto the show today. We really appreciate it and we wish you the best of luck awaiting your PhD results.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Stay tuned on Sometime This Week. Up next, we have our musical act from Mandile. In the studio with us today, we have the lead singer and guitarist from the band Cseuz, Mandile. How are you today, Max?
Very good, thank you.
That's good. So what's the story behind your band? How did you form? What were the early days like?
Well, we formed in this very university, University of Wollongong. We started out in the Coolabong practice rooms. Fun fact, I once ran into this guy outside of it. I think that was after our very first performance. And yeah, we started out with the UOW open mic, rest in peace, that doesn't exist anymore. And now we play and we love it.
I remember the days of the old UOW open mic and your first performances there, but what's your most memorable live performance?
Oh, my most memorable one, unfortunately, was not a very positive one. We went up all the way to Woy to play a gig with a band called Pilot Buffalo, who we very much like. And then I got very, very sick and started spewing, but none of the other members of the band knew the words, so I had to go on stage anyway. And we cut the set short by one song, which I'm very proud of, but I did end up spewing on the stage in front of everyone.
Oh God, you absolutely pushed through then.
Oh yes.
Legend.
That was a very tough gig.
Well, this is a tough question. If you could collaborate with any artist or producer, alive or dead, who would it be and why?
That is a tough question. If I could collaborate with any producer, alive or dead?
Yeah.
Alive or dead?
Dead or alive?
I'd probably go with Cseuz. He's a really, really, not very well known, but he's a very prominent music producer from the Blue Mountains. He's very, very good at what he does, and I think he would be perfect. Shouts out Cseuz.
Awesome.
When you said Dead or Alive there, I was thinking more Bon Jovi. But what do you
Bon Jovi.
enjoy about making music the most? Like, what is the enjoyment in it for you?
I do it for the fame.
How much fame have you found so far? Would be a follow-up.
Not much.
Not much.
I live for the applause, guys.
So not passion, just fame? Fame, money.
I think fans of Cseuz will understand. I actually deeply hate music and everything about it. No, I do it because music is the best. It's the greatest form of communication, and making music with your friends is fun.
Yeah, well, we're going to hear a performance from you. So what are you going to showcase here today on Sometime This Week?
I hadn't thought about that. I'll be doing Fourth Wheel, our debut single from 2023.
As played on Radio U.
As played on Radio U many a time.
Well, we're about to hear it right now. Here's Fourth Wheel by Strellis, performed by their lead singer and guitarist, Max Mandile.
Hello, I'm Max, and this is my band's song, Fourth Wheel, on my guitar that I've broken. Well, let's go. Desperately I try to show you I really don't even know you, sad to say. And I may say the wrong thing now and then, girl, you should know you're still my friend, you'll always be. It's a shame to see the closer that I feel to you, the more you want to leave, I find that hard to take. Feel my take break. God, sometimes I thought I loved you, but you should have known that I don't really know what that means. Don't go away, don't feel forced to stay. Whatever I want because I sing. Leave me alone, don't ever go. Girl, your mind's just so obscene. Fourth wheeling with your two friends is just oh so much fun. I hope it never ends. It never ends. God, I want to leave this place, but I'm sure that once I do, I'll never see pretty face. Don't go away, don't feel forced to stay. Whatever I want, cause I sing. Leave me alone, don't ever go. Girl, your mind's just so obscene. Don't go away, don't feel forced to stay. Whatever I want, cause I sing. Leave me alone, don't ever go. Oh, girl, your mind's just so obscene. Thank you.
Hi everybody, we're here with Dr. Benjamin Ball, also known as Ben, and we spotted him this morning out our window in Building 29 doing something quite interesting. Ben, can you talk us through a little one of those, what would you call them, slow mornings?
I was introduced to them as the slow movement sessions on a Wednesday morning with a couple of colleagues who one of them, Dr. Joshua Lobb, who does himself practice some Tai Chi, and he talks us through the movements. I don't know the movements, so there's only so much that I can teach you, but what I can say is that it's a lovely way to begin the day, and we do all have those days. I'm sort of having one of them today when arriving almost at the classroom, I finally realised that I was still wearing the shoes that normally are reserved just for walking the dog in the bush. And they're okay, but it's the first time I've worn these to university, and I didn't realise until I was already here.
Oh.
Anyway, there's so much going on, week 6, it's a busy time, so to take a moment and to move with other people, there seems to be, it's a bit like a dance floor where having the company of other people, if you're just sort of at home doing your thing, it can feel kind of awkward, but when you're with other people, it's lovely.
Yeah, awesome. Can you talk us through a little bit of a...
So it's largely about the breath, I think, and you mostly breathing in and out through your nose and slowly, and feeling the weight of your feet as well. Joshua and Linda talk. Linda Luke is the other colleague who helps to run the program, and she does a lot of work in performance and dance.
Yep.
And she and Joshua both speak about the importance of just feeling sort of grounded and the weight of your feet and your body. There are some lovely movements where Joshua this morning, for example, was talking about sort of imagining clouds under that hand that's facing down.
I can feel the cloud now.
Yeah, you can just, but when you're outside, when you don't have these strong lights in your face, and it's...
And a bit of a breeze.
Sunshine, breeze, birds, and you know, there are some sort of movements where you're just sort of pushing the world away or bringing it in towards you. And
it's a bit like meditation almost.
It's very meditative, yeah. For me, on a Wednesday morning, when I'm getting ready to come in, you can just sort of move in any way you want. You know,
I'm feeling like a ballerina.
There's a sense of that.
How do you get over the fear of it feeling a little funky? Like
I just don't
all
think about
your
it.
students are watching you from the window.
I have a sense that probably there is an audience, which is just funny. Like,
No, we weren't watching at all.
No one was watching.
Just don't think about it. It's the TikTok videos I need to worry about.
Yeah, you do get caught out for those a bit. Well, awesome.
Thanks
Thank
for
you so
joining
much.
us today here on Sometime This Week.
Pleasure.
Mate, I'm a bush pig.
Thank you everybody for tuning in to Sometime This Week.
Gotta go
It
again.
was a super exciting episode.
Gotta go again.
Yeah, stay tuned for next week.
Yeah.
And then what are you going to say?
Bye for now.
Okay, we ready?
Welcome back to the couch, then.
Oh, I like it. All right. Stop manspreading.
Stop it.
Oh.
Welcome back to the couch, everybody.
I ain't sitting like that. Look at Graham Norton.
You remade that joke.
Look at Conan O'Brien. Look at Jay Leno. Okay.
Welcome back to the couch, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to this episode of Sometime This Week.
We hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you all again next week. Bye for now.